Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be discussing Gigantamax Cinderace being released on Pokémon Go for the first time globally. Now, it is in conjunction with the in-person Go Fest event out in New Jersey, and I have seen a lot of reports about the weather in New Jersey. There's loads of thunderstorms and such, so the weather has caused quite a bit of a havoc for people who are attending the New Jersey in-person event. So hopefully you've managed to find some shelter, and hopefully you've managed to stay out of that horrible weather, and fingers crossed you do get a makeup event given to you if it has affected your time there. So looking forward though, Gigantamax Cinderace on Pokemon Go. How good actually is it on Pokemon Go? How does it compare to a fellow Gigantamax fire type, and can you get it shiny? We're going to answer those three questions on Pokemon Go. And the Gigantamax that we're going to compare it to, the fellow Gigantamax fire type, is of course Gigantamax Charizard. Now of course Gigantamax Charizard was one of the first ever Gigantamaxes released on the game way back in 2024, probably around about August time 2024 was the first time we saw these Gigantamax battles appear, and Gigantamax Charizard, Blastoise and Venusaur were the very first ones to appear. Now since then we have actually had a repeat of those, which was earlier on this year, where they did feature again during a weekend event. So hopefully you've managed to get a Gigantamax Charizard yourself, and if you have, the best moveset for it, we'll put it up on the screen now. The best moveset for your Gigantamax Charizard is Fire Spin as a fast move, and then of course its charge move, which you can't change, G-Max Wildfire. And G-Max Wildfire with that fast move of Fire Spin would give you a damage per second score of 23.53. Now, damage per second is, of course, what it says on the tin. It's every single time, every second of the battle, you will do 23.53 damage per second. So that is exactly what it says on the tin. Now, TDO is the next score we're going to look into, and that is total damage output, and that gives it a more overview of how much your Pokemon is going to do as it survives in the battle. Now, of course, that depends on the Pokemon's bulkiness and also its damage per second. So TDO is a very good overall score at seeing what your Pokemon can do in a battle. And Charizard's TDO with that moveset is 365.4. So that's actually a very good score for a Gigantamax. And we're going to compare that to Gigantamax Cinderace. Now, of course, unfortunately, Gigantamax Cinderace cannot be shiny in the game. So unfortunately, you are only hunting for a good one this weekend, as its first evolution, the Score Bunny, of course, Gen 8 starter Pokemon, and that hasn't yet had its Community Day. I'm fully expected to have a Community Day next year sometime in 2026. And then we may see a repeat of these Gigantamax battles with Cinderace, Inteleon and Rillaboom, where we can then get their shiny forms. But unfortunately at the moment, it is only the Hundo that you could be chasing. And the Hundo CP for Gigantamax Cinderace this weekend is 1724. So if you all wanted to get the Hundo, 1724 is the Hundo CP that you want to be keeping an eye out for. And Gigantamax Cinderace is on Pokemon Go, and is it the best fire type on the game? I can actually inform you that it is now the best Gigantamax fire type on Pokemon Go, and that is with this following moveset. So a moveset of Fire Spin as a fast move, so the same as Gigantamax Charizard, but its G-Max move is different. It is G-Max Fireball, and of course that makes sense with Cinderace standing on that big fireball that it does when it does Gigantamax. G-Max Fireball is its charge move, and that gives it a DPS, a damage per second, of 24.85. So 1.3 stats higher than the G-Max Charizard DPS score. And that gives it a total damage output of 372.6, which is amazingly around about 7.2 stats higher than the G-Max Charizard. So it does completely outclass the G-Max Charizard as a fire type G-Max in the game. And to be honest, with what's probably coming up with the rest of the Gigantamaxes yet to be released, I can't really see it getting beaten. It will probably remain as one of the best Gigantamax fire types in the game, if not the best Gigantamax fire type in the game. Of course, there may be a couple more fire types yet to be released, but I can't really see anything getting anywhere near it. And it does make sense because, of course, Generation 8 is the generation where G-Max and D-Max did get released for the first time on the series. So it does make sense that the starter Pokemon from that generation are probably the best in class in terms of Gigantamax. So we've seen Gigantamax Rillaboom be the best grass type now, and we've also seen Gigantamax Cinderace overtaking Gigantamax Charizard to be the best fire type. So we will have to see how Inteleon fares next week, and we will do another video for that. But I will definitely be doing more Gigantamax Cinderace tomorrow to try and get a decent one, because now I know it's the best fire type in the game. So let me know in the comments how you've managed to get on with Gigantamax Cinderace so far this weekend. Let me know if you're going to do more to try and get a decent one, or if you're going to wait around and see if you can get a shiny one when it gets re-rolled around after its community day. Let me know what you're going to do with Gigantamax Cinderace on Pokemon Go. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and turn that notification bell on. I'll see you very soon for some more videos. Bye for now.